The Denis Cyplenkov health update videos are kind of like Ryan Bowen versus Lachlan Adair's strength check videos. You already know what to expect, but still don't want to risk missing out on any important details. And in this video, Denis explained that he, without any doubt, is going to compete next year in a super match. And in fact, he already has an opponent in his mind. It's up to the promoters now if they are interested in that name or not. When asked by Coach Ray about his health, Denis said for being an arm wrestling guest, his health is absolutely perfect, which means that for day-to-day activities, he is not facing any problems as of now. But if he wants to treat himself like an elite athlete, that's when the problems come in and he cannot reach a certain level based on his tests. I'm not sure which tests he was talking about, because he was also mentioning something about the increased concentration of bacteria in his body. He needs to keep that under check as well. And also he was talking about being in a natural state. I'm assuming Denis Cyplenkov may be steroid free as of now, because he dropped his body weight to about 120 kilos or so. But right now, he looks a little bit better than before. Denis said that he wants to hang with the top guys on the table. Whenever he sees an arm wrestling table and strong guys arm wrestling on it, he just cannot resist the temptation to join them. And after that, he kind of regrets doing that because it hurts his body. And it happens because he's supposed to be in a resting state, supposed to be in a recovering state. And to beat the top guys, Denis has realized that he needs to go to another level. This level is not sufficient and he wouldn't risk cancelling another match just like the Hermes-Gasparini super match, so he wouldn't accept it without being 100% sure. Denis said that he talked with Engin about an upcoming super match and he wants his opponent. In fact, he already suggested an opponent which is not a top level super heavyweight athlete, but just a level below that. That's kind of what we also want for Denis. Well, in my mind, I think going down to 115 kilos would have been a much more wiser choice. If he's so concerned about his health, then why not just get super strong at 120 to 125 kilos and just cut 7 or 8 kilos for the competition. And I don't think it should be too difficult for Denis to do. Because in my mind, cutting 7 or 8 kilos of weight or even 10 kilos of weight is going to be way less riskier than bulking up to 135 kilos once again. But then Denis said something which sounded completely illogical. He said that he had his comeback match against John, then he went for Devon and then for Hermes. So instead of going for Hermes, maybe he should have waited a little bit longer, get more strong and then go for the Levan Saginashvili match. How does that work out? So maybe I'm guessing that there was some misinterpretation in the translations from Russian to English. But Cyplenkov's reasoning for that was that he tried to get too strong too fast and he missed the most important aspect in his training, which was supposed to be his recovery. He didn't give himself enough time. Now there's another problem according to me, because nobody really said that Denis is getting too strong too fast. Yes, everyone was talking about him taking 2 difficult matches, but nobody really said that Denis is getting strong at an unbelievable pace. Because when he competed against Devon, it still looked like he had much more room to improve, and at that time he was already a couple of years into solid training. So I don't feel completely aligned even with this statement of Denis Cyplenkov. But he did mention that he accepts whatever matches are being offered to him, even if he shouldn't accept those matches. So I'm assuming that the Devon Larratt and Hermes Gasparini matches were offered to Denis like that, and maybe he didn't really want those matches. So Denis is going to compete next year. Tell me in the comment section, who do you think is the opponent going to be and who do you want to see go up against Denis Cyplenkov? Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.